Going live again. But what's interesting is this live stream setting has changed. Uh-oh. Another evacuation. Holy crap. We're getting evacuation warning? Okay. So I just got an evacuation warning. Let's see if it's official for our area. Which area? Huh. I don't know if I can actually stream right now. Got to check my my evacuation alerts.
Doesn't say where.
Really?
It says in our area.
I mean, vigilant of any threats and be ready to evacuate. Oh, it's a war. We're an evacuation warning. So let me see. Of course, it didn't work.
What didn't work?
We are streaming, by the way. Evacuation. Los Angeles evacuation area map. Just remember that we're streaming, so don't.
Currently, no evacuation orders in program.
Just said.
We're here.
I know, but no, we're live streaming, so.
Oh my God, I can't even talk. Why are you streaming right now?
Because I just turned it on before
Turn it off.
I did it.
I'm trying to figure out if we have to evacuate.
Well, you just all you need to do is not read our address. All right. Anyway, let's see. Does not look like we are in the evacuation zone yet. So. Yeah, I think we're good for now. I don't know about this evacuation alert. All right. So we just got an evacuation alert. So I'm just seeing if we have to leave. What?
Did you find anything?
No.
I didn't either.
I mean, I'm sure it's just they're just sending it out again. A warning. Yeah, I think we're good. Still. Get an evacuation. Apartment. Let's see. County fire. County of LA. Shelters available. All right. Well, anyway, what's up, Kudos Sora? Thank you. We were just observing our evacuation warning. So living in Los Angeles. Living in Los Angeles. There's lots of fires and stuff. For lack of a better term, massive fires, huge fires, and different evacuation warnings and things. I just got an alert on my phone, but it didn't said that you're in an area, but I don't know if that's just because our specific area, which seems to be out of the zone, or a different area. But here's what I'm going to work on today. I'm going to work on this painting. I like where it's at, but I just don't like the background is just so bright. And the background just feels so bright that it like pulls away. It pulls away from the actual figure itself. So I want to tighten that up and improve that. But what's going on? Kurosora. I'm probably working on this another day. Another day being today. Maybe even longer. I don't know. But my goal for today is to improve. I guess the goal every day should be to improve, right? But the goal for today is to tighten up this space here around the cat. I think this is okay. This is all okay. But definitely up here, it kind of looks a little funky. The thing that bothers me most is how I designed this area. Because this is all straight and then just kind of like curves down, and it just creates this like unusual effect. And at some point, I don't know if I'm gonna let this dry and just do it, or whether I'm going to I guess the best way to figure out is just to do it, right? So let's go ahead and grab some deeper colors here. Let's go with the light purple, because we do have this purple in here, and let's just go into some of this space here and try to mix up space here. So ultimately I'm trying to see if I can fix this by using purple to get within the spaces here. And let's mix this up a little bit. We're not going to get too precise, but just try to find a area of like color that can start to allow us to like blend this. Morgan Smith, what's up? How are you? What brings you in today? Are you a lover of cats, or just painting in general? So one thing that I'm doing with this color is aiming to reduce the brightness of this yellow. That's a priority for me, and just reducing the brightness of the yellow, but also trying to trying to reduce the impact of these shapes. I want to mix up these shapes a little bit. These shapes seem to have like created a very like distorting effect on the eyes, and what I want to do is my goal is to use some different colors, some darker colors, to not only reduce the visual impact of this, but to also the visual brightness of all these colors, but to also like just in general change the visual look, which we'll see how that goes. I might eventually just need to paint over this whole thing, but we'll see. At some level, I am just playing around just to see how this ends up turning out in the first place, and whether placing these in like an unusual way is enough to help to distort it just enough, or whether I will need to paint over it. Because I do like the design. I do like this design of having like, you know, these splotches. I like the design. I just, how I did it should have been planned out better, and so that's a fault of my own. But let's see. I do think this purple is actually reducing the this visual brightness of this. It's helping to create this like dimension that I didn't have before. And one thing I want to be cautious of is not to get rid of too much of the yellow. And try to create some of these shapes like close to each other. What's up? Okay, I'm gonna have to put somebody in timeout. Let's go report this guy. And then we're going to put you in timeout so you could think about your life's choices. All right, here we go. So let's go like this. 1, 2, 3. You could probably do 3 there. 1, 2, 3. Let's grab some of this blue too. I'm gonna go grab some of this blue and mix in some of our blue to reduce the and it's probably better that I come into this a separate day to work on these this little visual change here. Because although the underlying paint is not totally wet, it has dried a little bit. Therefore, oh yeah, and Amizu, what's up, dude? You know, the thing about giving shout outs and just being like a friendly YouTuber in general is like some people try to pull that like they sound friendly, but they have like really crappy names. And I've definitely fallen for it a couple times. And I literally have to change my stream. I literally end the stream and then like delete the stream. But fortunately, it usually happens right at the beginning. I think their target is like to target people right at the beginning of their streams, so that it's like, whoa, exciting! There's people here, and then suddenly, before you know it, you're saying something really stupid. And I've done it before, so realize how they do it. I know their game. It's a modern prank call. It's a modern day prank call for sure. Let's go with some of this red too. Let's reduce the yellow in between. And ultimately, I think the goal with this concept here is to find the balance between our yellow nice volume. What do you mean by nice volume? What does that mean? Nice volume? Nice we're gonna go right down here. Start from this side. Go up and around. Color volume. Thank you. Thank you. And let's grab some of our... I'm going to add some darker colors just to... add some darker colors. Which color? I like looking back at this camera to see what's going on. It helps to peek back at the camera and just see how these changes are affecting the appearance of the painting so that you can make adjustments. And ultimately, let's see, we're going to go boom, And grab our ultramarine blue. Try to bring some into this purple so that it's not totally totally I think it's a little bit better. It looks less distracting how angled this piece is compared to the rest. But I think what needs to happen is I need to do some more overlapping. Just a little bit more overlapping. Use the same style. It makes the picture alive. Yes. Yeah, that's exactly part of the reason I do it. You know, as the post-impressionists have taught us. How do you give life to a painting? How do you make it seem how do you just give it this like visual, this striking visual look? And sometimes it just comes down to your ability to use colors and just your confidence or your approach to applying the color in a unique and interesting way. And here we go. So this is definitely not a style that I made up myself. This is this is something that I picked up from classic European art, or actually not classic, but like, you know, 1700s European art would do this a lot. Yes, this is a wall, but it is a colorful wall. Earlier, I thought it was like too bright, and I didn't like that it was too bright. But also, the wall was like a bit disorganized. Felt a little unorganized, the wall. So I'm changing it up. Yes, this was always a wall right from the beginning. Technically, it's not even a wall. It's actually just it's actually a building, but I decided to make it a wall. So this was a and you know what? This area is a little too bright. Let me pull that away. Give it this mosaic feel. let's see, this little combination of space right here. I want to try to match the energy in this area. And how can we match some of the energy here? All right, let's go like this. I think we will need to add an outline here. So let's do a little outline. We're gonna go with our ultramarine just to create an outline here. So let's go down with it, go up with it. Go across with it here. Are you two arguing? Oh, Mizu and Michael. Here we go. All right. Let's see how we can maneuver and manage this space here. I'm gonna go into it. Let's grab right here, down here. Let's grab some of this yellow. We will go up across here and across here. Boom. All right, let's try to. Hey. Honestly, don't know what's better, either the last one or this one. Some makes me feel like I should have just kept the previous version. Because now there's like no separation between the spaces here. What? Art frames. Let me see. Oh boy. Well, you know what? I think I'm gonna have to let this sit. I need to stop painting on it. Maybe. Let's just try one more color. I just don't like the I'm not totally a fan of how this has turned out. I already signed it. It's already been signed. No, this piece is not for sale, Michael. Sorry. Not for sale. You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna do something totally dumb and ridiculous. But I just don't actually like the way that this this design has turned out. So I'm gonna scrape away most of it and put it on a separate painting. Let's see. It's a separate painting. Which one of these paintings can I put it on? So I have this unusual painting here. If only I had more space than I have now. So let me see, I'm going to be working on this piece right here. I'm going to put it down right in front of me. I'm just going to see what happens when I scrape this all down. Unfortunately, I don't like the way the color, the gaudiness of the color that I had created. So I might just scrape it down and then come back to it to paint over it another day. once it is totally dried. Well, I think what would be nice with acrylics is I think this would be dry already, and I can already start painting on top of it, right? But because it's oil paint, it's both the beauty of it and the challenge of it is that, you know, I don't have the luxury of I don't have the luxury of letting it dry overnight and then being able to work it afterwards. This kind of turned out kind of cool. All these colors coming off. By the way, don't do this. This is not the right way to do this. You know, first of all, plan out your paintings better, right? Plan out your paintings a little better. Think about each step. If I had to think about my error, the error of my ways, I would think, here I was trying to experiment rather than actually do something I knew was going to work. And that's not what you do on a piece that you're actually working on, but let's grab a smaller What do you mean, Michael? What are your thoughts on that? Let me hear your idea. I'm open to ideas. I'm gonna grab some more supplies here. Let me see what happens if I use my fingers again to, let's use some mineral, let's see what happens. You said freestyle it, use the wall as something. What do you mean by that? Explain. See how this works. Yes, the cat is the main focus point. Let's see how this goes. Boom. And you know what? I really am curious to see what happens when I do this. I know it's not a, it's not a super technical, the right way to, handle a painting. But at the same time, can't you, isn't anybody curious? Aren't some artists curious? Like, what happens if I mess up so bad that I just need to wipe away everything? Or, what do I do? Do I have to start a whole new one? I actually am curious about this process of, wiping this totally away. I mean, maybe artists aren't curious because they don't like to, most people don't like to mess up in the first place. Or other artists might totally just lean into this idea, but I just thought the color was so ugly. All these color combinations, it was just like everything clashed a little bit too much. I definitely think it looks better with just a flatter color. So that's part of the reason behind my choice of scraping it all away. Just I don't know why this is such a rough scraper. Like I can't seem to get like a smooth scrape of this canvas. All right, let me see. You know what I'm going to call this? I'm going to call this creating textures on the canvas. Creating textures on the canvas. That sounds better than scraping away, right? There we go. It's always nice to have euphemisms for the things that you do. You gotta make everything sound like it's on purpose. Oh no! All of my mineral spirits has spilled on this painting. Which means I have the opportunity to spread this around and just see where it goes. Now I'm gonna keep the ribbon because the ribbon helps to define the cat's location. And it's like an inside, insider's thing. You won't get it if you've never been to this place, but it's not. This isn't a painting that like, hey, I want people to. It's not so much about like, yeah, it's the background is on purpose. I'm gonna keep the stripe solely because. You need it to. You don't necessarily need it, but it helps you to helps to define where this location, and it's actually like a pretty iconic street. So to eliminate that stripe, would kind of take away of the context of this painting. So I need to keep the bar. I mean, I don't need to, but I want to. Can't just move it up. That's way more difficult. Just moving it up. I'm not a lefty, but I should learn to be. So Mike Lewis asks if I studied art or if I'm self-taught. So I did go to a digital art school. I went to a online concept art school to study digital art, and I've done lots of online courses on digital art. So I'm not totally I think, but I'm not like I didn't go to a traditional art school. So I don't necessarily say self-taught. I'm like, somewhere in between, because I did teach myself how to paint. But I think a lot of the stuff that you learn in a digital art school carries over well into figurative art, because it's all the same fundamentals. It's like color theory, shape theory, and it just all ties in together. That makes sense. Drawing skills. I will say that drawing skills are way different though if you spend too much time and you get stuck in digital, because you definitely become very reliant on the whole Control Z, Control Shift Z method to drawing, which is do and undo, do and undo, do and undo. Whereas, in painting, you have either the option to do it right on top of the canvas, to do your drawings right on top of the canvas, or to, take the time, sketch it out perfectly, and then somehow trace it onto the canvas, which usually I sketch directly onto the canvas. I don't trace it on. Although I do take pride in that. I know that there's a ton of incredibly talented artists who do really incredible pieces that also trace, or they even project and then copy. So, every artist has their own way of doing things. So, whatever works, right? But yeah, I taught myself and taught myself how to paint at least. But again, the skills that you learn in like digital art pretty much carry over. So this is my tube for mineral spirits. I've run out because I've used so much to wipe off the paint that I need to pour some more into it. I'll be right back. Doing, undoing, doing. Yeah, I am. Technically, yeah. You are saying that I'm doing and undoing. You're not crazy about the palm tree? Yeah, well, I mean, palm tree will probably stay there. I do appreciate you jumping in and sharing your thoughts, though. You know, this is totally open to opinions, and you know, if you're ever like, hey, dude, give me the controller, and this is how I would do it, go ahead and share, man. Like, share how you would do it. And I won't necessarily listen to you, but you know, I know sometimes it's just exciting just to be like, man, this is how you should do it. And then, you know what? I do find brilliant pieces of advice every once in a while. So tell me how to paint if you want to. I am totally open to that. I'm totally open. Again, you have to decide whether it's going to be too frustrating for you to watch somebody do something that you would do differently. But yes, as Michael said, I am basically doing and undoing. However, I was saying that specifically for drawing. I have scraped away the paint so many times on this piece that it's been a little too much, but you get it. There's no mistakes in art, only happy accidents. Okay, Bob Ross, okay. I've used so much mineral spirits today. I'm actually not sure how this will turn out when I'm ready to paint it again. So the blue bar is not a window. The blue bar is a walkway. So there's actually a set of stairs. Here. Or not a set of stairs, it's like a walkway. It's basically a multi-floor area. But I'm not painting the specifics. I'm just abstracting the idea of it. So therefore, that's what we're doing. Now make the cat disappear. Right. Let's see. How can we... Well, you know what? At least this painting looks good, right? We're coming up with a second painting. Here you go. It's actually kind of neat, huh? It's not too bad. I like what we did. So it's all dandy. Let's just go a little bit further as far as the scraping goes. I want to use a fresh one of these just to get into this a little bit better. Give it a bit more of the friction that we need. Actually, this probably still needs to be scraped a bit. Excuse me. Oh, all these mineral spirits, my goodness. So much smell. Such a powerful scent in this room right now. You know what? I'm not doing it. I'm not taking away the black bar. Or the blue bar, I should say. Not doing it. This is my stubborn, even if it looks better, I'm not doing it moment. It's too representative of the location that even if it actually made a real solid difference as to how it looks, I'm not getting rid of the black bar. But let's do this. Let's go and try to find a good color. Well, the location does matter only because of where the cat lived. It's a very iconic street. And this is, from a client that from a client who's relatively famous, not like super well known, but you know, this street is well known in the space. And to take this cat away from the street would be just wouldn't, it would totally not make sense. Are you guys just mad that you're not in on the secrets of this painting? Just kidding. I know you guys aren't mad about stuff. All right, so what color do I go over this with? I gotta clean off this palette knife. Try to heal my lungs from all these mineral spirits that I've been breathing in. And let's try to find a good balance here, good balance in color. It's kind of cool the way it is, but it just looks too scraped. What if we go with a it's gotta have it. It's got to have it. What if we just go with this? I want to reduce the impact of this wall just a little bit and give it a more pastel color. I want to dull this color just a little bit more. Opposite of yellow is purple. Just add a little bit of purple in there just to dull the color just a tiny bit. Grab some white and purple. Let me see how this color goes. All right. So I'm reducing the brightness of the wall. With this color, it's like a beige. Hey, how are ya? Yeah, you sure you're good?
Huh?
You sure you're good?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I like to just make sure you're not just saying you're good.
I always say I'm good.
Huh?
I always say I'm good.
Yeah? Alright,
What else
good.
am I going to say? Terrible!
How's the smoke outside?
Smoky.
So the cat, what do you think of this? What do you think of this I changed it up. It really messed up and
What happened?
I didn't like how bright the wall was.
Why?
Because it was just too bright. It was like
Oh.
subtracting from
From Bogart?
yeah.
Oh.
What do you think of this? Because this is supposed to be a walkway, but people are saying that it's
like part of a wall.
right.
Yeah.
Does it take
So
away?
it matches that.
Do you think it takes away?
No.
All right.
It's fine. Nope. It's not taking
Well, the
Hey!
official the
Hey!
fight.
Get away! You're not going
Oh,
What?
I messed up again. So this color might be too close to what the color of the cat.
You like to see
This color might be a little too close to the color of the
that.
cat.
Oh, that tan.
Oh gosh.
What to tell you.
You don't know what to tell me. Tell me that everything is perfect.
I didn't say anything.
It's exactly the way it should be.
Just do what you need to do. Stop dilly-dallying.
There we go. A bit more white.
There's an amazing, really, really bright violet purple sunset.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
And you got a photo of it?
No, because I could only see a little bit of some trees. And not a very good view. That's weird.
What?
I bought more food than this.
Should leave it in your car?
No.
Did you leave it?
You only packed one bag. I took one bag. I didn't look what was in it. Oh, God.
Well, what does the receipt say?
I have a receipt. I also put it in my purse. Usually they put it in the bag. Oh my God, that means I'm gonna have to go back there because I'm sure I paid for it.
Well,
God, I hate this shit. Just thought it was all in one bag. Why wouldn't they give me everything?
you must think you're funny for walking out without one of your bags.
He only gave me one bag. No, my pizza, spicy wings. Ground beef. It's like all the important stuff. Yeah, now I have to go back there. Fuck.
Okay.
Let's lock this up. Jeez.
that sucks. We're gonna use my left hand. Here we go. And carve away some of this. I think I need something to improve the spreadability of this. Where's my gam something? My solvent-free gel here. Lay some of this down just a little bit. Grab more of this white, mix it into here. Grab some of this ochre yellow, some yellow, maybe some ochre here. Reduce the increase the yellow. There we go. That's pretty spreadable paint right there. Who'd I break? Oh, I broke Michael. That's hilarious. Michael has been broken. He can no longer stand to see this purple line. Michael's going to paint his own version of this and be like, see what it looks like without a purple line? Looks way better. You know what? I think it helps to break up the lines. Help to break up the space. We need those lines. We need it. We need that piece. It helps to break up the image. Otherwise, it just becomes too too flat. And there's a reason why I didn't paint this in a traditional like portraiture style, because it's boring. What were you just gonna say, Corey? That Michael's going to go paint his own version, or he's maybe he'll do a digital modification of this. He's taking a screenshot, doing a digital version of this, and then showing me that what it looks like without the blue line. That's what he's doing, right? Either way, Michael has broke. Michael's going to make his own version, and then he's going to steal my client. I don't know, I think confuses is already a movement. There's already names for it. Like what MC, or what's his name, Escher? All right, now I just want to smooth out this surface here. Let me see if I can do that with one of these brushes. What if I could just smooth it out with... I'm trying to like reduce the line work here. So, Amiza, are you working on your whatchamacallums, your illustration project at the same time, or you taken a break and you're just chilling now? No, it's not a fire escape. It's literally just a walkway. It is a walkway in the middle of the wall. Yes, you walk on it sideways. It is a sideways walkway on the wall. That's what you do, is you walk on it sideways. That is what it is. It is what it is. Aiming for a pop of surrealism here. It's a window. It's a window to the rest of the world. Excuse me. And you know what? I'm gonna put up my reference again. I want to do a little bit more to the cat. Let's go with nice small brush here. We're gonna go. And let's see how we're gonna bring the cat forward. Let me add a couple of. Let me add some of this brown stripery into here. Want to darken some of the cat's spaces a little bit. I mean, he does have like a lot of like white, but I just want to highlight some of his colors. I like where he's at. It's just he doesn't stand out too much as far as being against this thing. I don't want to do too much more and just like I'm reaching a point when I'm starting to do too much because for no other reason than just feeling like I need to do more, which is not a good place to be. So let's find a little bit of color right around here. Let's find some crucial areas to find this color, and then we're gonna be done. Kathleen, is everything okay?
Yeah, I got my bag.
What'd you say to them? Did you cuss them out?
No. I just asked him. I just said I came back to get the rest of my stuff. He goes, oh yeah, there's another bag. I said, well, I didn't know that. I thought you put it all in one. He goes, no, it's right over there. So I said, okay, thank you. Hi.
So I think what we're doing right now, is just adding some more of the darker spaces onto his fur, which, you know, the more subtle darker spaces that I was kind of like, that I didn't really have on here earlier. So let me see, right around here, he's got little, just to establish some detail around his face. This will help to break up the space a little bit. I think it's his dark markings that really help to bring him forward a little bit. But also at the same time, you know, cats, they're like invisible, right? Aren't cats invisible? Like you don't really see them until they want you to see them. That's my justification for leaving him a little bit blendy. Cats are actually invisible. You can't see them unless they want you to. That is a fact. If you don't believe me, try looking for your cat right now. If you see your cat, the only reason is because it wants you to see it. What would fly in art school? Believing that cats are invisible? I guess I shouldn't have like even given him any color at all. He should just blend totally into his space here.
Like a tiger.
Dotted line. Yeah, exactly. And here, well, maybe we add a little bit of extra dimension to his tail down here. Just some more dimension. I like the color that this has got going on down here with the blue. I just want to improve some of the couple of spaces here. It's hard for me to find like exactly where to do this, because so much of this is like already established pretty well, in my opinion. Hey, thanks for letting me know, because yeah, I think the dark can really just make the extra, some certain areas pop a bit more. But thanks for letting me know that it's working. Really appreciate you, Corey. And I know Michael has something that he would like to do that I may or may not do. Right, Michael? Huh? You want me to paint a yellow smiley face? Is that right? Just kidding. Just dabbing on some of the darker details here. Did she say no? She's like, no.
See where her pink bowl is?
Nope. Some areas need to be blended as opposed to having to. Yeah, I think these are the main dark spaces that we're gonna do. Maybe a little bit more down here. Let me just see the face. Let me just see a little bit more around the face because the face is so important. It is the thing that helps to define the cat. I don't want this to be overly saturated as far as this shadow color goes. It needs to be just right. That needs to go right around here. So should this. A little bit of shadow around there.
It's hungry. Are you hungry, Cookie?
A bit more shadow around the front of the eyes here. He doesn't have as much distinct markings around the other side, but let me just do my best to just pull as much bit of detail as I can, just so I can, you know, have it to like separate the face. I don't want to overdo it and like not make it look like him, but there's gonna be a just a couple details that, like, you know, help it really define this animal. I like that he has a little bit of eyeliner. I like these dark patches, maybe a couple up here, a couple up there. And maybe, you know what, I need a couple more really dark spots. Some really dark patches, just like right around the elbow here. Just 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then a couple of areas right around. That was it. And just a little bit right here. Yeah, so that's fern. So that would be fern.
Someone's being patient. Hovering. Okay, have this for now. How do you like it?
You know what? These super dark areas I need to break up with a little bit.
Have some of that. Kids, have some of that. Simba. Simba, come here.
I'm gonna grab some white.
For all of you, just 4 bowls. Take it.
Actually, let's grab some blue. Grab some of this blue just to fill this space right here. And actually, let's see if we could just add a couple of blues to the chin. Just make the chin pop a little bit. Bring in a very light green. There's an area that's not popping enough. That's like around the ears. I think the ears need just a bit more color to.
Simba, are you eating? Want to eat? Simba.
Clean off this brush.
Come and eat, you know.
Purple? She's a very vocal cat. Yeah, our cat? Is our cat purple? No. Our cat, yeah, you know what? She's a Siamese. She's shades of gray.
Like a taupe.
She's 50 shades of gray.
Like a taupe.
She is a 50 shades of gray cat. And you know what? That should probably be like a. That's okay. We're gonna go into here. Let's add some highlight. What is taupe? I don't even know what color that is. Right along the edge of this ear, we're gonna go. I'm gonna highlight that. Really just want to highlight the area around the ear here. More purple in the cat. You think so? You think more purple? Some separation in the ear now. Michael says more purple. Are you two in the same room? You know what? We do need some purple.
And I'm sure as time goes on, there will be others. Our Emergency Operations Bureau will distribute not only mutual aid resources throughout the county as needed, and then we may have to redeploy people, whether it is police officers, deputy sheriffs, or National Guardsmen, as we see. And then the state, again, I can't say enough about the Office of Emergency Services and the support of Governor Newsom, who has basically called and said, what do you need? What else can we send you? I also received a call from Commissioner Sean DeRee from the California Highway Patrol. We have been utilizing their resources and using them through a mutual aid response throughout the county. I want to switch gears momentarily. You've heard the word curfew come up a couple of times. We as the county are in the process with our attorneys and our Office of Emergency Management of drafting that curfew paperwork.
Wow, they can establish a curfew. That's wild, huh? Huh?
The goal is for it to be enacted tonight, but once we get everything done, we may enact it tomorrow night. That being said, I want to make sure, and we've said it a couple of times.
You're channeling Michael. How would Michael feel about you channeling Michael? What about a little bit of green? There's a hint of green in this section right here, just to give it.
Some kind of worker that's trying to put utilities back together for us.
It's not even green.
You will be detained. You will be arrested if you're doing there. You're up to no good. And
yeah.
as the mayor said,
People should definitely be arrested if they're up to no good.
Who says that they will prosecute without hesitation. So please make sure everybody understands that. And just going back to the curfew for clarification is not county-wide. The curfew will only take place in the impacted areas, specifically those areas that have had mandated evacuations. So, for example, in the city of Los Angeles, as they're requesting those National Guard resources, you're talking about the Palisades area. For us in Los Angeles County, it is also that Palisades, Malibu, Lost Hills area, and then the Altadena area. Pasadena, self-explanatory. Santa Monica, self-explanatory, and the other cities that are requesting the assistance. As you see, with all of our partners, from a mutual aid perspective, we are second to none anywhere in this country. Whether it is fire resources or it is law enforcement resources, we are able to depend on each other to make sure that we provide the best service we can to our community. Just the very last thing, if anyone has any questions about whether it's evacuations, mandatory, or warnings, or any traffic closures, go to lacounty.gov/emergency for updated information. Thank you very much. And with that now, I will bring up the superintendent.
Okay.
Emergency for updated information. Thank you very much. And with that now, I will bring up the superintendent. We will forget about it.
Thank you very much, Sheriff Luna. Madam Mayor, thank you so much for your leadership. I would like to also thank the city leaders, county, state, and federal entities who've been responsible.
All right. I'm just thinking about this area right here. We need to bring in.
Closed all schools in Los Angeles Unified School District, and we
Some of
announced
this
earlier
color.
today because of a detailed examination of scientific data wind trends and the continuity of these awful fires, that would be prudent to announce early on the closure of all schools going into tomorrow, January 10th. We made this decision after reviewing first and foremost air quality data. Fires may be far away from some communities where we have schools, however, winds are transporting particulate matter, smoke, and ashes across the entire district. And yes, we celebrate when the winds subside because that allows more effective combating of fires. But when the winds subside, often that cloud of smoke lingers over certain communities. When the winds pick up, obviously the fires explode, creating more smoke. Smoke for us is the enemy, as it compromises the air quality around our schools. We opened 8 feeding centers, grab and go food distribution centers across our community. We will increase that to 16 centers across Los Angeles Unified. We recognize that when we close schools,
Try to find a good balance here.
for nutrition, but also for child supervision. That's why we partner aggressively, and I am indebted to the YMCA for opening 30 sites providing child supervision with enrichment activities at no cost to the residents of our community. So tomorrow, our students will continue in a continuity of learning methodology regarding digital resources available to them. We also recognize that some areas of our community are struggling with power, with electricity.
Okay, now I think I'm done. Now I believe I am finished.
That is why at our regional centers we have packets of instructional materials for all grade levels. And
So we're actually going to work on another painting. Here's the next painting we're going to work on here.
That's why I want to thank in advance our workforce, particularly SMI, the teachers, everyone involved in the replacement of filters and the cleaning process in advance of our students and our staff returning to our schools. We will be examining the data tomorrow and into the weekend before making a decision about conditions as we head into Monday.
Let's like grab a nice big brush for this. Oh my gosh. It is so crazy. Like I'm coughing a lot, and I think it's because both of the fact that I tend to do that in general, but also because these like horrible fumes have got to be coming into the house from the outside. It's horrible scents and smells. And we're going to be mixing some of our oil pastels into this. Let's give this an impressionist feel, or expressionist feel.
You've been listening to a press conference given by, among others, LA University Superintendent Carvalho there, saying that all LA University schools will be closed and will be following schools that are in the impacted fire area are susceptible because of all of the smoke and ash that's going around in the community. And of course, they are updating this Kenneth fire, and as we last heard, 960 plus acres are burning in the Kenneth fire. They are making some headway, it looks like, but then again, they're still concerned about those winds picking up overnight. They also talk about curfew.
That's right, Sheriff.
What is this? This is the interconnectedness. Maybe we could do some more about the interconnectedness here. But I wanted to add that oil pastel color. I don't know why. And I don't like this phone right in the center. It's really confusing. I don't really like this phone right in the center. It's really distracting. Like, I can't look at anything else except for this giant thing in the freaking front that just, like, blocks off everything. it like totally breaks this like whole image here.
Talking about the problems with looting, and if they catch anyone looting, of course, they can
Anybody caught looting should definitely be
also
arrested.
updating our acreage as far as the Palisades fire, 19,978, I believe, 5,016 structures.
Let's go.
Or destroyed, 2 more deaths discovered in the
Oh.
Palisades fire today. We're gonna go back to the press room and hear that.
Another blue bar. Yes, it's a blue bar. Let's grab a lot of this purple. We're gonna go with this purple. And let's go purple right into here.
And in fact, I was with the governor earlier. Canada is sending support, and I think that we have seen this. We have certainly seen Los Angeles City and County firefighters deployed around the country. Let me acknowledge Freddie Escobar, who is the head of the firefighter union. So just as we have provided mutual aid, I'm getting calls from some of my former colleagues in Congress who have governors of state who have offered to send people. So I think we have been rich in support. I don't know if we ever have enough resources, but Chief, let me take it from there.
I would love to start with that. So thank you so much for asking about our first responders and our partners. So take a deep breath and think about what
Let's bring in some of this color into here.
we're able to do. You look at the multiple fires, the fires keep coming. Our firefighters are working to the highest efforts. I've never seen this in my 25-year career, and I can tell you, as a chief, I can stand strong. I can tell you that LEFD and the rest of our regional partners, our firefighters, boots on the ground, are absolutely tired, but I tell you, they will never, ever give up. They will continue to work hard. They will continue, and we will continue to work to make sure that we're saving as many lives and saving as many properties as we can.
Thank you, Los Angeles Fire Department.
In that area running out, is that system fixed? Can you assure residents that
I don't like this at all, this blue bar. Or this hand. I can't stand this hand in this blue bar in this space right now.
worried that there's a problem preventing you from stopping this fire? We're still at 0% containment.
So I'm going to paint over
I
it.
can tell you first and foremost, one of the
Just
biggest
allow it
assets
to-
right now is our air assets. They're in the air, you can see them. We're watching the news just like you. We're talking with everybody, boots on the ground, and the community members. That is one of the biggest key factors right now, especially in the Palisades, is our air resources are running and they're dropping water and retardant, which is a huge asset for us. When it comes to the basic fundamentals of water supply and hydrants, I can tell you our firefighters are trained, and in many brush fires, we run out of water, and we anticipate that because of the supply demand. There's so many firefighters tapping into a limited supply of water. We're going to anticipate we're going to run out of water. But I tell you, with firefighters, we do train to that fact. We'll figure out a way to either draft waters out of pools, ponds, whatever it may be, and also
Gonna
utilize
run out of water?
out there with water tenders that carry thousands of gallons. So what I can tell you, the firefighters are doing that very, very
That's a horrible thing to say. We're going to run out of water. Huh?
They've been going through it like crazy.
I know, but like, I don't think anybody really realizes what that actually means if we run out of water. Like, she said it so calmly.
But there have been calls for your resignation. There's a change.org petition. What do you say to those criticisms?
Oh, her resignation. Oh.
Actually, first of all, let me thank
Oh.
firefighters, because everything that you said, of course, I support. But there was one thing you didn't mention, and that is that while our firefighters are out there fighting fires, they also have had loss as well, whether it's their homes or property. And while they're going through what a lot of people are in these neighborhoods, they're having some questions like that in the morning. And let me just
I wanna.
Number one, these fires are burning now. Our job is to make sure that people stay alive, that we save lives, that we save homes, that we save property. And I also said that when the fires are out, we will do a deep dive. We will look at what went. We will look at what didn't burn. And we will let you know. Until then, my focus is on the TV screens behind me that are showing devastation that has continued. Thank you. Answer it in the morning, answer it now, I'll let you know.
Does anybody actually like? We are running out of water. That's what she said.
Yeah, she did.
We need to fill the bathtub, but we don't have any way to stop the water from.
I know.
I gotta find a way to reduce the impact of this blue bar here. I want to hear that we're running out of water. I mean, I guess at least they're being transparent, but that's horrible.
We also have seen some problems with other aircraft that have nothing to do with what our fire.
I mean, I guess it's better knowing than not knowing, because those who are prepared will be prepared, but Kat, that means I'm not doing dishes for the rest of the week.
We're not cooking for the rest of the week.
Huh?
You got a frozen pizza
No.
and frozen chicken.
Wildly unnecessary. Your drone is not doing anything to help stop this fire. You want to get some video of it. I understand the scenes are dramatic, but it is wildly unnecessary. And now we are down a firefighting asset because, according to the LA Times, a super scooter hit a drone tank. A super scooter carries a tremendous amount of water and is so critical to the fire.
Yeah, stop using your damn. So many people trying to get footage. Be independent journalists. It's not working. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I do like the idea of breaking up this painting. Yeah, Los Angeles is running out of water, people. It's nuts. Huh?
You shouldn't say that you're going to create a panic.
Are you telling me not to? Well, nobody. I don't think anybody is watching from Los Angeles right now.
It's still illegal to do so, and for those very reasons that you mentioned, we are now down a firefighting asset.
An important one that, by the way, isn't ours. We borrow those from Canada, and they come down to help us out. And now one of them is out of service with a hole in it, and it's not as easy to
What?
because somebody wanted to fly a drone.
Hi, Lori. It's not morning, but
All
it's
the firefighting
okay.
aircraft that
Good
get
day. This
relatively
is
low on the ground.
Kathleen Roy, your old friend that hasn't
Drone
heard
had to be a
from you
decent
forever.
distance in the air.
Just check this stuff in Calabasas, burning, in the
Oh, gosh.
Just want to make sure you're okay, but I also want to have a chat with you sometime. So give me a call.
For anybody else that is interested in flying a drone, I just talked to the FAA about this. The FAA can fine you $75,000 for
Do it.
flying a drone in a restricted area, and I can bet you that if they're able to find this person, they most certainly will do that. I mean, look, our Airtight house obviously is much bigger than the drone, but we are outside of the flight restriction as well. We want nothing to do with interfering with the firefighting operation. So
That's what, they have to say that. But they could definitely possibly interfere.
impose a $75,000 civil penalty against you for operating process now, and it'll take a while to fix it if it's not.
Let's see.
Well, that's, I'm glad that you're talking about this, because it's a very dire situation, and people should, hopefully they're listening and understanding, that this kind of situation brings, no matter why you're trying to.
Okay, I got pizza, I got chicken wings.
What do you make for dinner tonight?
Tell me what we have.
Oh, I thought you were making dinner already. I thought you said earlier you were gonna make it. So.
It's dangerous, and now we have this dangerous.
I'll tell you what we have.
Okay, I'm listening.
Frozen pizza, frozen chicken wings, hamburger meat, and pork chop.
Talk about it, and we will remind people throughout the evening of
If
what's
we're not doing
happening.
dishes.
I'm kidding, babe. I'm gonna do dishes.
I don't know.
Now I'm lying so that you do it, and I'm not gonna do dishes. I'm totally kidding.
Okay, so what would you prefer to eat?
Huh?
What would you prefer to eat?
Whatever you want to make.
And we are tracking tennis fires for just the Green Hills, West Hills, South Hampton area. Right now, we are in Gogh, that's the camera you can see around the side streets here. You can see some of the haze, the mountains there. Firefighters tell us over in the West Hills area, the fire has shifted because of the winds.
You know, Michael, Corey, I think this whole idea of this painting that I'm doing is interconnected. So even if I was to go totally abstract and didn't symbolize the idea of interconnectedness, the fact that you're watching this right now, I really like this color thing that's going on though. I really like it. I like seeing how all of this kind of like pops over.
We really appreciate that from Lauren, and look forward to hearing from her a little later. But right now, we're going to take these live pictures from Sky.
We are interconnected. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, it looks a lot better. I mean, it's kind of better around here. Now it's a lack of point, that's all.
No matter what, there's an interconnectedness
They have been doing some really, really good work.
element of this painting.
Looking through the ravine, you've got some of these hot spots. There you go. There's a water drop right there. And you've got some of these hot spots that they've been really kind of focused on here. And that's really, I think, Oliver, give us a wider picture here. You see the little glows, the embers here and there, not a lot of active flame. At this point, I'll just back into that one spot where you were just looking at where you see a fire there.
Oh my gosh.
You can see that there is some of that left, but
Los Angeles.
This is what they say we should have in our to-go bag. 3-day supply of non-perishable food and 3 gallons of water per person. A map with at least 2 evacuation routes. Necessary medication, change of clothes, extra eyeglasses, contact lenses, car keys, credit cards, cash.
I mean, I think we're good now.
First aid kit.
I think we're good now because the winds have died, and they're not planning to be. I don't think it's going to expand without the wind, but definitely. But you never know. I mean, the fire you just keep burning and burning. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I mean, I guess it's good to be prepared, but it wouldn't take me too long. It wouldn't take us too long.
So certainly a much better situation. The last time we were down was I believe 790 acres here, and as we watched this helicopter do another water drop there in the hot spot. So certainly a much better situation than we were in earlier.
See?
As the Kenneth fire, I need to correct myself, 960 acres on the Kenneth fire there as it burns. Now those evacuation orders are still in place. You know, we had heard a little bit earlier that the ones in West Hills, which is the city area, have been lifted, but the main ones here that are still in the Hidden Hills area, the Mountain View community, Calabasas, those are all the mandatory evacuations, and you've got the Aurora Hills ones that are voluntary. I'm going to check to make sure any evacuations really quick here. Last time I checked, the open part and Canyon orders, yes, are still in place. Those are voluntary at this point. So the good news is, though, no community is in despair. It appears by our really good work of the fire crews out there. So really, really good news that they're that's a dozer down there as well. So in addition to those hand crews, that dozer is cutting lines there with the stop the keep containment on the fire and keep it starting. So really good news with that. All of it zoom out or pull out and look at the Palisades fire because the area that we were sitting in here, we were able to actually see both fires.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of calls, and the reason I'm asking you to do this is because I got a lot of tweets and some messages from people that are in the Encino area that were concerned because they could see the fire, the glow of the fire, the Palisades fire, coming over the Encino area. But look at this path. I'm not seeing any of that.
I'm in awe.
And that is such good news. I mean, they really, the firefighters really use today to really, try to get the good containment plans on these fires. So the good news is all of the Canada.
There's a blue bar.
I have to say, that was remarkable.
Yeah. So there is, but look, I mean, we're not seeing those huge power and flames like we were before. We are seeing, definitely some hot spots, definitely some spots that explode. But certainly a much better picture than we've seen in the last few nights. And anytime you see more of those embers, and we're getting a little bit of a skid in the shot, so they're looking good. But anytime you see some of those embers like that, it's certainly better. But definitely still, these hot pockets that they're dealing with in the canyons there. And that's the nature of the topography of the Santa Monica Mountains. There's so many canyons kind of in and out they have to deal with, and it just takes a while to do this.
Ask a question.
Yeah.
So, let's start with this. That shot that you showed us of the Talens fire, can you pinpoint exactly where that is?
Yeah, Ollie, let's go back to the Talens fire, and if you can put up the street overlay for us, so we can tell our viewers exactly what part of the area is still burning. So he's going to spin the camera back down, and give us a second, it's a little dark in there. Easy to get to sort of into there behind this guy, so give us a second to do that. But it looks like it's kind of in the area of right above the Mountain View community where it was burning. So this is kind of going to be the southwestern portion of the fire. There we go. So Plumber Canyon Road is where it's kind of burning. And again, you're still just a hot spot there. So there's not a ton left. And let me look where Plumber Canyon is really quick. And I can give you some kind of more major cross streets. But according to our map track, Plumber Canyon Road is where that is still burning. That's actually going to be, so that's actually going to be between the communities of Hidden Hills and Mountain View. And this is the Mountain Canyon north of the 101 freeway here. Basically, your bigger cross there is going to be Moray Road. I'm not saying that right. I know all this. Moreau Road and Mountain View Drive, kind of in that area. So there's a ravine there, and I'm going to ask my parents in the booth if we can look at my computer really quick, Mike, because there we go. Thanks. I want to show our viewers here. So this is the area that we're looking at here, and there was this ravine that the fire started to kind of push down into, which is kind of into this area. So that's where he's looking at. So this was the latest kind of fire print of it, but I think that's a little outdated at this point because the fire did start to push down into here. So if you look at Plumber Canyon Road, where all this looking, that is where I'm circling in the map right here in the red. So it's kind of in this area, and we've got it still burning a little bit over in here too, which is going to be closer to Elijah, and then just further to the west and the Rosemary Road. So that is kind of where it's at right now, and doing a good job.
Well, it's really, and I'm surprised because we thought that Oliver showed us really just before that press conference started. We saw a lot more fire. We saw way more flames, and now you really have to look for them.
Right.
People are still texting me about containment. I haven't heard that.
I don't think there is any containment yet. I think everything is still at zero. It's still technically at zero. We should point out that containment and flames are not the same. Like, that doesn't mean the same thing, right? So just because we're not seeing any flames doesn't mean that there is contained, right? Containment is the actual physical lines that they are able to put around the fire. So just because we're not seeing any intense flames doesn't mean it's contained. It's out or contained, right? Yeah. So containment is just the physical hard line that they're able to put around the fire to make sure that the fire will not go outside of those lines. So that is what containment is, and that is what they're still working on. That's what we saw the hand crews doing, and those Goghs, they're working this doing.
Incidentally, that we need to know is that here, just with our viewers, again, this was so much better than it did just doing less than an hour ago. So great work, and we know they are still out there working, as they are on the other, in the Palisades fire and the Easy fire. This is a good time for Mike to bring in Evelyn Taft, our meteorologist, our all-knowing meteorologist. We want you to walk us through what we can expect later this weekend. And I don't want to be, I'm not
Magazines?
but what we want to do
Can you get
is
room?
just set a storm or set
get rid of them.
Right, so we know we can have fires that look like, oh, it looks great right now. However, it doesn't take a lot to spark a fire from something, well, from a spark, right, right? Okay, so I'm not trying to, sound an alarm or siren, but I just want to make sure we get the pertinent information that we should store.
Absolutely, and I'm so glad you said that, because it's really up to me, because anything can change at any time.
I wonder if this could stick. Let me see if I can get this to stick with just paint. Surely it will, right? Using paint as glue on the back of this.
And the wind will start to pick up tonight, so I'm going to show you those numbers, tell you about the wind at the moment. We still can't get that condition. This tomorrow evening, we still can't high wind warnings, we still can't wind warnings. And we do get a power after tomorrow. But then we're expecting to see another bout of wind next week, which seems so far from now. It's really feels so far. And I know we get this week, we get storm after storm, or windstorm after windstorm, or Santa Ana wind event after wind event, fire after fire. But we could see another couple days of maybe pretty healthy Santa Ana wind beginning next week. And here's the part we haven't even discussed. Of course, all eyes on Calabasas right now, as we're looking at almost 1,000 acres burning in the fire. Well, we are
I wonder if this will actually stick here.
over the idea of
Maybe I need thicker. Maybe I need a thicker layer of paint. Let's go. Let's grab a lot of our black. Really getting experimental with this.
Hey, we just did that massive press conference, and one of the surprising announcements that we heard the mayor of Gogh mention, and certainly went into more detail about, was this curfew that you want to go into effect in that area. So where are we in the process? I just want to be really clear. It's not in effect right now, is it yet? No, it is not. But the purpose of the curfew is to make sure that the residents that are being evacuated feel confident that their properties are being protected. It's an extra layer of protection. So a lot of the residents are saying, please do this. So Supervisor Barger has come to us, and
We're going all out with this.
we felt it was the right direction to go. Where we're at right now is County Council is preparing the paperwork. I've seen the latest draft. We're going to forward it to the other agencies like the Los Angeles Police Department. We want to do this together so it's more effective. When it takes place, it'll mean that at 6 p.m. at night, no one can enter these specific areas until 6 in the morning. Are we talking about this could possibly go into by later tonight, or is this going to be tomorrow or beyond? I'm hoping we can do it later on tonight, but it's doubtful. I'm probably looking more at tomorrow night. But again, it's for the purposes of keeping people who don't belong.
This is the sketch. This is the underlying sketch for one of my masterworks. This is the underlying sketch for one of my masterworks.
How bad has it been? We haven't personally seen anything. Are we talking extreme lean already? How bad is it?
And you know what? I'm gonna go do something else too to this. Hey babe,
Yeah.
did you move some of your sewing supplies? No? Huh?
I couldn't even get them.
But you know what? I haven't heard one complaint from them. They want to be here. They want to help these communities. This is unprecedented, and they're a part of it. And they're doing exactly what they raise their right hand. The community has to serve.
Okay, well, we'll wait for more details on the curfew. Possibly tonight, probably tomorrow. We'll have the latest. Sheriff, always wonderful to talk to you. Thanks for all your service, man.
Let me
So, Pat, you just heard it.
use one of the brushes to paint this baby.
Could possibly go into effect later tonight. Unlikely, most likely tomorrow. Of course, we'll have all the details on that. And just one more thing, Pat. You know, we
Yeah.
talked to the fire chief and the sheriff. They're working so hard out there. You see a firefighter, you see a deputy, you see a police officer. I mean, give them a hug too, because it is hard. You've been on these fires just like me, Pat. You know, it is hard work for everyone involved. The loss is extreme, and we're all just trying to get through the crisis.
No question about that, Ross. And you know, I heard mention during the press conference the care for the firefighters themselves. And yes, I'm sure you do. I certainly know personally firefighters who are with their families trying to make sure that all of us are safe. So yes, we do appreciate that. And I'm going to say something. It's kind of humorous right now, but maybe it's needed. Laura Post had talked to us last night, and she was talking to some firefighters, and they said, we appreciate you wanting to help us, and we appreciate the granola bars. Quite frankly, we would like some protein. So you know what? Give them a hug, give them a piece of chicken or a steak, Ross.
That'll all be appreciated, I promise you. Hey, let me just ask, tell you one more thing. After the press conference, I spoke with Chief Brown specific about that hydrant problem again. And she says there is no problem that she believes is happening. I asked her also about the staffing for the Palisades fire because there are allegations that those budget cuts deeply impacted it. She said that is not what happened, but I also talked to the president of the firefighters union, and he contends that it is in fact happening. So we're going to track that down and speak more.
Wow, the president of the fire union is actually criticizing the government, the local. Ooh.
Thanks so much for that, Ross.
Wow, that's ballsy. You don't think so, Kat?
I guess.
That's really ballsy.
But good for him to take a chance.
I know, but that's some high leadership decisions, especially in a time, you know, when they're trying to say, oh, everybody needs to come together.
We are here right down the road from Mountain View Estates on Muir Road, and the fire, it's
Wow.
hard to see from our vantage point, but it's right behind us here. All these people you see here have been evacuated, they cannot go into their homes, they're in the National Canyon. This woman that's walking down here, her house, people were attacked. People are very anxious, you know, and talking to people out here, this is bringing back a lot of memories of that Woodland fire. There's a lot of people here, and I want to show you over here on Muir Road, right down from Mountain View. And look at all these fire engines here. They are here. The amount of support to fight these fires, it's amazing how many firefighters I've seen. Now I want to show you, I want to talk to these two gentlemen over here. This is Eric, and Eric actually has been evacuated, and he has been helping people the last couple of days with the Palisades fire, and now he's been impacted. Nico, his house burned down in the Palisades fire. He's also been helping people. Eric, I'm going to start with you. Tell me about the situation here in Calabasas and what you're seeing. And did you see the fire? What did you see?
Here in Calabasas, we saw the fire. We had a high vantage point to watch it. We've been fighting the Palisades fire for the last 3 days. My house burned down in Woolsey, which is why I'm so adamant about helping people and saving lives. I'm still on the doing God's work. A lot of people need help and needed assistance. They get lost, disoriented, and don't make the right decisions. They go in the wrong direction, and I advise everybody to stay out. And even if the fire is not coming to you, you should get out. This isn't your barfield or alveoli. You want to get out of this as soon as you can. Not just because the fire that came through, there's also the smoke. So that's why one of the things that this is around is going way more than the other.
And Eric, tell me about your situation here. So is it your girlfriend's apartment or the apartment you share together?
Yeah, and her cat's still in there, and all of our equipment, and some of my neighbors are telling me, hey, can you go get some of my stuff? Can you check out my animals? And we're completely blocked out. We can't go do anything. They stopped us. We don't want to get arrested.
And we're just doing our best. We're in the back of Las Vegas, and we got this far, and that's as far as we can go. We just advise everybody to stay as safe as possible. Save your life, not your property.
Your life, not your property. I don't know why I laughed at that. It's not funny. But the way he said it is like very like upbeat and very comedian-like. Like, save your life, not your property. I don't know.
The issue with this fire in particular is it's basically burning behind Hidden Hills. And, you know, because it started in West Hills there, and so the whole brush area is a danger zone. On the plus side, a fire captain told me it's burning on the path of the Woolsey fire, so in a sense it's good because that land's already, you know, been burned, but that doesn't mean we're out of the danger zone because there's so many homes. I gotta show you over here, look at these lights over here, I mean, again, these are all the people, just waiting, to get word, you know, it's just moment by moment here, you know, these fires are so unpredictable.
All right, Laura.
Isn't too bad right now, which is really positive, you know, we want that. Oh, okay, I gotta do this, okay, I'll send it back to you, but we're gonna be out here all night, and I'll have better update for you on it.
Yeah, well,
All right.
We just lost your audio for a minute there, and I know that area very well. You're absolutely right about that. The Woolsey fire, a number of trees that were charred right there on your old road where you are. You could see that for several years after the Woolsey fire. They hadn't grown back yet. The bark was still blackened. So can certainly understand why they are fearful. That whole area there. I think you're butting right next to Hidden Hills. If I'm not mistaken, your road actually is right by the Round Meadow Gate, and it converges around to Las Vegas. Yeah. So, and very happy to hear from those young men there that are trying to help people. And we want to give them as much information, and I know you will too, and keep you posted on what's happening. We did talk to Evelyn about the wind. We're going to bring her back in too, just to give us more of an update. Because
You made this mess here. Kitty.
Come on.
Evelyn?
Floor is unnecessary.
Okay.
No, I'm just getting this, I do want this store coming in.
I'm gonna bring in some of our reds.
Yeah, make sure they have protein.
Absolutely, and you know, I have another friend actually reaching out to me trying to offer up protein for the firefighters, so maybe that's something we could talk about.
Yeah, give them some protein, not no damn chips.
We're all here.
Make them some steaks.
All affected. Here in Williamsburg, you know, kind of, you're affected today, I was affected yesterday, with evacuations. But there is somebody, a chef here in LA, Joe, he is trying to donate food to the firefighters. So if there's any way we can figure out how to do that, we should try to do that.
Okay.
We will have protein, I was just looking him up, but there might be some protein involved.
All right.
Might not just be a bar, but I do want to get a look at current conditions right now and how that is, because the wind will pick up tonight. It will pick up tonight. Today the wind speeds, you will see 32 mile per hour wind speed, 29 mile per hour wind speed. That's what I'm looking at right here on the forecast now. Near Calabasas, and it's only getting, we are getting a little low right now, and we will take every lull we can get in the wind, because that's.
Hey, Corey, I've not made a new badge yet. I tried looking it up today, but I wasn't able to see like an upload a badge section. But I will. It is on my to-do list. It is definitely on my to-do list. But yes, I think this star badge is definitely boring. And I did so I was also on Don Drell's page, and I got some, ideas of what might make for some good badges.
along with the 2-10 quarter above the 2-10 quarter. So you'll see cathedral and into the eye. Now let's take a closer look at the 5 a.m. hours. We're still seeing quite a bit of wind getting across all around. And here's the thing about tonight, next to the last about one county, we know that we are expecting to see that wind pick up over the OC and the that is more a sort of a classic thing and a trajectory that we've seen straight through. So early in the morning, we're looking at really mostly on mountain are getting a break tomorrow. And that's great news, but this isn't it. We are not why? Well, we're really common scooping. Far away from today. It's really what's going to watch right Thursday to figure out what day and what time it is right now. But, you know, as we head into the weekend, it's going to be calm as we head to next week. We're going to get another round of nothing. We saw on Tuesday again. We're not
It's the perfect time to use some oil pastels on this paper. Let's express ourselves here.
For those of us along the fire line, off the fire line, it's really that air quality. One of us really noticed is that smoke in the air today. Big reason why, you know, we were talking about schools being closed, even if they're not in the fire zone. The poor air quality outside has really making an impact here in Southern California. We're looking at very unhealthy air quality. You're looking at those red dots on your screen in yellow indicating moderate air quality, or even tree where air quality is really good right now. So we will notice those red dots right there. So we are looking at pretty bad air quality as we make our way out of the San Fernando Valley into the San Fernando Valley and also into the San Gabriel Valley as well. We are looking at unhealthy air quality even as we make our way into parts of Orange County because that smoke is traveling. Remember, we're looking at those northeasterly winds. We're seeing the direction of the wind, and that's where it's blowing. So even though the fire might be to the north, we're getting bad air quality to the south. And you'll notice air quality is about 150. That's the AQI. And you notice the AQI above 150. Even in Seal Beach, within the Universal City in Brentwood at 181.
This is a special work. Because although it seems like it's being crazy, this is a unique take, an expression that is not in all of my works.
So all eyes are out of here in Orange County as far as possibly the fire starting or not will be the case. But whether or not fire danger is staying high until we get so deep. So we are expecting to see wind, and we're expecting it here next week. What we're not expecting next week is rain. And we're getting what's the long range forecast. And again, this is very long range, so it's hard to predict with a lot of assurance. But I will tell you that there is possibly a chance that we'll be looking at maybe on the so far off as well. But we will take any because
That is some really rough paper. But I also want Hey babe, are you returning this party paper? Can I open it? The painting? Was this plastic or is it paper? Oh, it's a plastic wrap? Okay. Oh! Alright, that's not what I want. I'm trying to look for like thin paper. That, huh?
Is it collage?
Yeah.
Tissue paper, that stuff that used to wrap presents.
No, that paper is actually really thick. Let me just. So
2 days back to back was quite bad. So we're really experiencing the last budget, which is too much of a building last year, too little of a thing this year. Looks like it's going to be a long stretch, at least a couple weeks potentially without rain is what it's looking like right now. And another few bouts of rain again. There's that uptick tonight, and then possibly another uptick coming in Sunday night to early next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Monday, Tuesday, looking like a significant.
All right, thanks so much, Ed. Now, we're going to show our viewers this report that fire in Pacific Palisades it's burned more than 17,000 acres so far. KCAL News reporter Michelle Geely shows us the aftermath of the
Cool. This oil pastel is bending now. And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a piece of my painting cloth. And let's just lay on a ton of paint. We're gonna squeeze out our Van Dyke brown here.
Tim Murphy hiked into the Sunset Vista neighborhood in Malibu for their temporary housing in Santa Monica. They had to find out if they have any place to come home to.
Our home is in much better shape than many others, even sadly seems to be your neighbors. There is some damage on the outer area, windows out. It's more like a city mesh area, but it is relatively perspective.
And I'm using our paint like a glue.
Is comforting to know that my personal things are there. Yeah, it's a little devastating to look out my window and see all my neighbors' houses left toward.
Trying to reckon that our whole entire life and place and home and memories are gone.
Other evacuated residents have been meeting at a roadblock on PCH and Temescal Canyon Road looking for answers. LAPD and Port of officers have started checking IPs and taking pictures in order to help people get to their homes, if only for a few minutes.
A car comes down, a police car or other vans, and they pile 4 or 5 people in who are in an area, they drop you off, you've got 5 minutes, and then they bring you back down.
It's so hard to believe that what you left in one piece is now just rubble. And so we're just trying to see, maybe there's a stone, maybe there's a little gem of a piece, maybe one of my forks and my silverware. You know, I don't know. Anything is going to just kind of be a touchstone.
When the sun went down, officers told residents that they were not going to shuttle people up to the neighborhoods anymore due to darkness, but they said they would start again in the morning. In Pacific Palisades, Michelle Geely,
KCAL News reporter Jasmine Beal talked with the families of 2 men who died in the Eaton fire in Pasadena.
This fire has been deadly and destructive. We are standing in front of one of the assisted living facilities right up close to the ground. Behind me, this is the Terrace Park Marina, and it was once a 2-story building.
I don't see you. Where are you? He's painting and streaming, like always. It is, but we're okay. We don't have any fires right near us.
Nickerson says they only found the phone. Number 82
Not yet.
Nickerson and
They probably will.
family home notes.
They probably will, but they haven't yet. But we hope they don't make us leave. We don't have any place to go.
What do you mean? You have 2 cousins that live out here. And it's free Airbnbs.
Yeah, it's kind of bad. It's not too bad if you stay in the house without the windows. Yeah, so we're okay. Oh, no. He's just, in the middle of what he usually does, which is to screen his painting. Yeah, doing the same thing he always does. He's fine. Right. Yeah, we're fine.
Here we go. So Mizu, this is a very unique painting that you're going to receive because this is one of my first ventures out into the world of multimedia surfaces. So if this ever does become a continuous thing for me, which it could, it very well could, this will be the very first one. And you're gonna be the one to receive this. And you know what, to stick with this theme of nature, here's our tree. This is actually a tree. You know what I should do? I probably should have ripped this paper.
They are raising money to pay for more hotels and putting together for that. And if you
I probably should have ripped the paper a bit.
Now, the images of loss and devastation that we show you continue to come in. Those not impacted by the fire are eager to help safely. But what if the
And let me see what else. There must be one other thing I can kind of add to this.
Really, the best way is for people to make donations. This way, we can empower people to recover the way that they need to. The outcome from the
Scout, let me shave off your hair. So I just asked Scout if I could shave off his hair, and he's just staring at me with these eyes like, what are you talking about, dude? Shave off my hair? Are you crazy? You're insane, Emmett.
with the devastation caused by the fire, many of you want to know how we can
I wish I had a sewing kit right now. Because I want to like sew stuff into this. Yeah. I know. That's what I can do. Let me sign my signature before I forget. What can we do? I think we need some bright green into this. Let me pull out some new. Should you be scared of what?
Thousands of people have to rebuild their homes. Businesses, maybe even entire
There's nothing to fear except fear itself. And no, I'm not, outrageous enough to like pee on this. Although I kind of am tempted to like.
A community is realizing their reality. After the nuclear bubble, have you ever seen fire this close to your home? Not this close. To see it come down into our city and our community is devastating. Alexander Vigneault has lived in Pasadena for 25 years. I was letting the house down to keep the embers from causing any fires there at our property, but some of their friends aren't as fortunate to still have a home. These charred homes and businesses are now posing a threat to water quality. We actually saw on social media a couple of our friends that reposted up a post that needed water conservation. Pasadena Water and Power is now calling the tap water evacuation zone unsafe.
The pipes melt, they become open sources. Gases from the fire burning can be pulled into the pipes. And those gases contain lots of toxic chemicals, of which none of us want to breathe. They can also contaminate the insides of those pipes.
Darren Polinius is Deputy Director at the Division of Drinking Water.
At what point does a system become so vulnerable that it can't even be boiled out? Toxins can't be boiled out. Boiling out is generally only used when we believe that there is the potential for like pathogens that could have got in. Boiling doesn't help with heavy metals and some of the volatile organics.
Which is why at nearby stores,
You're getting water.
so we say they are stocking up with what they can.
Trying to get as much as they'll allow us to, because we don't know if the water's so bad, we don't know when we'll be able to use it at all.
The impacted water districts will have to flush their systems multiple times. And even after that's complete, it could take days or even weeks before it's once again safe for consumption.
What?
I'm Bill Thomas.
I wonder if our water quality is safe right now.
Pasadena residents are allowed to return to their neighborhood and survey their loss in the fire.
Survey the lost. Gosh, that's. Oh my god. Sounds just so horrible.
Just north of Roma Plaza. And this is the home of Jared Tafalian and Nicole Ellis. And speaking of them, as we look at some of the devastation here, I'm going to walk over and introduce you to them. So, Nicole, no favoritism just because Jared is standing closer to me. But, Jared, how long have you lived here, and what does this home mean to you, Nicole?
About 18 years now. And this home is really our sanctuary. I collected motorcycles. I had like 23 in the house. Cars. Still building that collection. Family heirlooms. Used to hike here. Used to work from home every day. Since COVID especially. So this is really everything.
stuff. Because of freaking fires. You know, it's like the fire had to be started by somebody.
It
Yeah?
was. It started in someone's backyard. They didn't. I mean, I don't. They didn't say it was on purpose.
Yeah, but still, like. Oh my gosh. That's. Oh.
Certainly you were very proud of it and you wanted to show it off, and I know that this does not replace what you accomplished, but if you could show it off, what would we be looking at right here?
We would be looking at our living room here, at the fireplace with TV hanging
Your
from
car.
We have a motorcycle here, you can see an exhaust there, our dining room table, right there with my office, dog training room. We have more motorcycles, more training equipment back there, including dog fitness equipment, treadmills, all sorts of stuff. And in our back garage, we have more motorcycles, pools for another motorcycles, and it was a home. So obviously, couches, living room,
Was your house also a showroom for your motorcycles as well? You want to walk me a little bit and talk to me about where they were sitting? Were they sitting inside the house, outside the house, or what are we talking
Why is he
about?
trying to get her to give so much detail?
In the house?
I think it's a good human interest.
Huh?
Human interest.
Oh, just to describe, like, the damage, I guess. I just know that this smoke is for sure coming through our apartment here.
Of course, these windows are not sealed tight.
For certain guys, a Ducati is an inspirational thing. Talk to me about,
Body.
What?
The Ducati that burned up.
Oh yeah, when I was about 16, back in the 90s, I used to watch Gogh ride one, and it was just, they're just beautiful Italian, the Ferrari of motorcycles. I had pictures of them on my wall. I collected the stubs from the magazines you would set in to win them, and I would take them. And eventually, in about 2000, I got my first Ducati. I just started collecting from there. Single track.
Pookie, give me some of your hair. Right now. All your tail hair.
Every Sunday we go riding. Unfortunately, that's possible. Was your passion for motorcycles something that Nicole supported, or did she do it begrudgingly? Oh, she supported it 100%.
we have 9 horses, and we got out to do our horse course at home, and very lucky we did it. And so after we have to back
Pookie, bap. Bap, bap, bap. I actually don't know. Pookie, go. Pookie, go. Pookie, go.
The future for you? We'll definitely rebuild. To answer your question, what's going through my mind is the garage that I'm building. But you have to stay hopeful. I mean, fortunately, we have wonderful friends to help us during this time. We both have jobs, so this isn't going to knock us out. It might knock us down for a little while, but we'll rebuild.
We have lots of community. Our neighbors are all lovely. One of my best friends lives basically a block away from me. We would see each other all night. Our house is done also. Just, we're all right there together.
Where are you staying now, and what's that process like so far?
We're currently staying at one of my best friend's houses, and then we're going to a friend's guest house shortly, and figuring out our insurance. I'm not sure right now.
I can see you going through the research and sharing your story with us, and as we walk in here, just to kind of emphasize the point a little bit, I don't want to be disrespectful. Yep, I don't want to be disrespectful to your property, but yep, you see the exhaust for one of the Ducatis here, and as we walk the distance direction, just one more thing, you know, another single truck that was in the car that used to be here, and that car over there. This is pretty much the extent of all of this. Going in to the Utrecht Oil.
It'll permeate the paint, yeah. Oh, her Pookie. She did that on purpose. Because I was nudging her away from my
Hi, what are you doing?
art piece, huh, Pookie?
Wouldn't be surprised.
Is that a little bit of vengeance in you? Pookie, is that vengeance?
Lower your head.
That's vengeance.
Wow. What are you doing?
Pookie's being very vengeful. Here, clean off this brush.
Entertainment. So Alex canceled on the weekend, but it's because he can't get back to his house. He didn't say where he was coming from.
And right now, it's just mandatory evacuation until firefighters can get a better handle on this fire. It started at 50 acres and now has exploded to 100 acres. They were fighting this from the sky with water tanks, dropping down. But these winds are.
All right, well, I think this piece.
I spoke with two men who live over here in Mountain Canyon.
We're gonna call this finished. So, Amiza, I probably need to give this like a week to fully dry, at least a week, and I'll probably mail it on over. I would be happy calling this one complete. No pressure on you, by the way. No pressure for you to finish. If you need a year, if you need 5 years. Although we did agree that, try not to spend more than 5 hours. But this is a very unique piece that, you can really only get when there's a trust between artists, when there's a trust between art lovers and art creators and an artist that would, understand the value of this. I'm not trying to overhype the idea, but I think you get what I'm saying. Like, it's a little bit crazy, it's a little bit wacky. It didn't take me, 10 years of planning to make, but it is a lot of expression and ideas, a lot of very special things. Again, this was a sketch, the main sketch for one of my, what I consider a masterwork, which has found an owner. This is the underlying sketch for that. And this is a piece of rag that I've used. I know that doesn't sound nice, but it's kind of cool, right? Like a little collage. And, we're going all out with the expression. So, here we go. Yeah, I'll get your address when it's ready. You don't have to send it right away, dude. Just when this dries in like a week or so, we could chat. But for now, yeah, it's a good canvas. Saved it for occasions just like this. The only thing I want her to do is spit on my hand and like leave my handprint on it, but I'm not gonna do that because you probably don't want spit on the painting. I think I should, pull that Andy Warhol Basquiat. Andy Warhol Basquiat painting. I don't know if you know that story. There's a Ferguson original, that's right. Many originals. Alright, let's see. Close up my supplies here. And there we go. I'll call this a day. And everybody, thanks for being here. Omizu Corey, always a pleasure to have you around as a collaborative partner and creative collaborative partner. And with that, everybody, take care. Good night. Thank you. Hopefully, so what I'm banking on is that this tape actually sticks with the oil paint underneath. It should. I can't imagine why, with all the paint that I've used, that it would not stick. Like once it, oxidates. So that's why I need a little bit of extra time. But yeah. And hopefully the paint doesn't disintegrate the paper.
Where's the paper?
Right here.
Oh, cool.
So we'll see. All right, take care, everyone.